Hello, everyone. I'm Maria Fernandez, and I'm a PM here at dotCMS, and I'm going to be showing you what's coming up next in terms of the redesign that we're working on for dotCMS and a couple of other features that are coming down the pipeline for you. So to start with the redesign, we just want to give you a reminder that for the past year or so, the design team within dotCMS has been working really hard on looking at all of the different screens in our design system and just modernizing the technology behind it all. But not just the technology, also the patterns that we use to build each and every feature so that we can bring consistency to the platform and better organization of the features and the content to help you find your content more easily. So we built a new design system, or we're using a new design system. We are revamping the technology, and we are looking at each and every individual portlet in the hopes of finding more efficient ways of helping you build your content and work with your content. But this is a phased effort. So we're getting started with the technology and we're getting started with the design system. And the first things you're going to see are the visuals around all of this. And it's actually coming up soon. We started work from a conceptual perspective last year or so. We started the actual work in the code last quarter of last year. And right now we're in the nitty gritty, but hopefully by Q2 or Q3, you're going to start seeing some of this in Evergreen. So just to give you an example of what this before and afters look like, this is what you currently see to the left when you encounter an empty page in dotCMS. To the right, you see what you're gonna see now with the newest patterns that we have built and standardized, with the newest visuals and with the newest technology. The list views, again, they've been optimized with these visuals to help you better parse the UI and to lower your cognitive dissonance. This is the grid views, how they look before and after. This is the edit content page, where you do most of the editing and creation of the content. So as you can see, it's cleaner, it's bigger, it's wider, there's less noise around it. And I'm actually gonna demo edit content in depth in a little bit after we're done discussing the redesign. This is an example of what the template builder is going to look like. The universal visual editor, as you can see, cleaner interfaces, just better patterns, and even simple things like dialogues needed to be standardized and brought to a more modern paradigm, which we're now going to be using across the board. The apps page, just optimized for reading and scannability. The permissions page, so that it's not just super overwhelming for you and you can more easily understand what permissions have been applied. The settings page with content that has been better organized for you to find the appropriate settings, and so on and so forth. So like I mentioned before, this is a phased redesign. We're starting with the technology, with the underlying technology and the visual aspect of things, the design system and the patterns. But eventually we're going to get into the actual details of the interactions and the flows in each of the pages in hopes of increasing your efficiency, improving the usability, and just make you overall trust dotCMS a lot more than you currently do. Thank you. Hi again. Now I'm going to show you what our new edit content experience looks like. And don't worry, this is the old one you're looking at. So as you can imagine, your content authors do spend a lot of time in this form or in this dialogue, creating new content and editing the existing content in the system. And to the right of the form, you see all of the workflow actions associated with that content item, but the form itself lives within a dialogue. So it's not really optimized for real estate. It's not just making the best use of real estate, and it's not optimized for data entry, and it's just not helping the content authors focus on what they're doing. So we decided to redesign this to make you more efficient, to make the content authors more efficient and optimize it for usability and optimize it so that they can focus on what's important, which is creating the content. So as you can see, this is the new experience, and now you can reclaim all of the real estate for the actual content. And it's really easy to use. You can just copy and paste text into it. If you have AI enabled, you can even generate text with AI or generate pictures with AI. It's really easy to get your pictures into the system. Drag and drop has been enabled and is really responsive, as you can see. So we hope hope, and we have designed it in such a way that the content authors are going to be more effective and more efficient when creating content and getting it faster to market. So it's not just the form that has been redesigned, but the actual side panel is now more useful. You get several tabs. In the first one, you see all of the properties. In the second one, you can see all of the different versions that are available for that particular content item. And in the third one, you actually see who has saved, and you can even leave messages for people that are collaborating on the content item. And you can do the back and forth conversation in here, and we're hoping this just helps content authors create better content and get it to market faster. You can see that all of the workflow actions now live in this bar above the content, and that's typical for other systems. So your users will be able to transfer paradigms from other systems into dotCMS and just have an easier time. Now you'll notice this blue bar is available here, and it's announcing that this is the actual new edit content experience. That's there to enable you to revert to the previous version at any time in case you need to, because we're still in beta. We're hoping to release in Q3 or Q4 this year the whole experience, but we're busy testing. We're making sure that everything is going to work out for everyone. But if you want to give it a try, if you want to give it a go, you can right now. It is available for evergreen customers, and in order to enable it for your individual content types, you just have to go to the content types page and open any particular content type that you want to use the new experience for. And in there, you're going to see a bar that will enable you to enable it or disable it accordingly. So you can just do that, and your users will get the new experience or keep using the old experience for any particular content type. Thanks. Hello. Now it's time to show you our new content drive. You're probably familiar with this screen, which is the content search screen. And if you recall, there's no ability to create folders in here. If you select something, the available workflow actions show up in this dialog. And search is kind of complicated and cumbersome. You cannot get rid of this panel either, so it doesn't make the best use of a space. And this was designed a while ago. So again, we wanted to optimize for usability and for efficiency. So we took the opportunity to create a new portlet that we're calling Content Drive. And this feature is currently in development. So you can try it out, but it's not even in beta. We just got started with it. But the first thing you'll notice is that now you can have folders and files within your content drive, within your content search. And this side panel right here, where you see all of your folders for easy access, can actually be collapsed if you want to regain real estate. So if you open or create a new folder, now you're welcome with more useful and usable empty pages that guide you through the process of creating new content or getting your content into the system. Drag and drop has been enabled, so it's really easy for you to get your stuff into the system. And it's currently in development, so you're going to notice a glitch here or there. Like this one, I was only able to upload one file at a time, but that's obviously going to be fixed before we release. But in general, it just makes of the content search experience and even the site search experience a much better experience for you, more modern, more like OneDrive or Google Drive, where you can transfer that paradigm into dotCMS really easy, you or your users. And you'll notice that if I don't select anything, you have the primary button, which enables you to create new folders really quickly. The advanced configuration is hidden under a secondary tab. It's just optimized for speed. Just give me the name of the folder as usual, like everywhere else, and then you just go on with your day. And getting your files into the system was really easy, like I showed you. There's search, there's filters. You can say, I only want to see my content type of blog type, so I only want to see my blogs, and I can even filter further to say only those in English, right? So all of that can be enabled and you can play with it. You can play with it. One thing that I wanted to show you, the workflow actions, they're no longer buried in that dialog. So if you select something, the primary button refreshes to show you the secondary actions associated with that item. And there's even bulk actions available so that if you select more than one item, there's commands available for the bulk of them. There's also this more menu that's associated with each particular item that you select, and that can be shown as well for each of your items. So there's several ways to accomplish the actions that you want to accomplish for your items, be it one or many. So this feature is in development. If you want to try it out, you can just go to your roles and tools. Let me show you right here. And when you go to your roles and tools and you try to add a new tool group, or even if you already have a tool group in there, let's say you have a tool group called content, like I do over here, you can just search for the tools in here and you're going to find Content Drive. And then you can quickly add it to your navigation and make it available. And like I said, it's going to show this this notification that the feature is currently in development. So there may be an issue or two, but if you want to try it out early and you want to give us feedback about it, there's a link in that notification bar with Learn More that will take you directly to the community where we're discussing this new feature, and you can leave that feedback. And there's even a demo in here to remind you of everything that I just showed you. But it's a really lightweight dam, so to speak. And like I mentioned before, we're hoping to transfer all existing paradigms out there for file management and bring them into dotCMS to make your life and the lives of your users a lot easier. Thanks.